Well, good morning, everyone. How you doing today? Hope everyone is doing all right and getting through these times that we got going on. And I think we're in some of the most trying times we've ever been in, and things seems to be a little struggle. But you know, if you got your heart and got yourself in the right place, things will go a lot better. If you know Jesus Christ today and you're living for Him, and you're looking for a way to try to understand what we're going through, I think Jesus has the answer. Spend a lot of time studying this things that we've got going on, and a lot of it's no more than Bible prophecy. It's Jesus' prophecies coming to pass about the things we see taking place. All the rumor of wars, and all the pestilence and problems that we got. Jesus foretold of this stuff over 2,000 years ago, and we're just now seeing a lot of it taking place. Today we're going to do a little bit of a Bible study, and I'm going to be in Matthew chapter 15. I'm going to do 1 through 10, and we'll get a kind of an understanding in the beginning of why we're seeing what we see, and why we should be doing things the way that the Lord kind of tells us to do them. Let's see here. Let's do Matthew 15, verse 1 says, Then came to Jesus scribes and Pharisees, which were in Jerusalem, saying, and these people, scribes and Pharisees, they was always questioning the Lord and trying to trip Him up on some things. So they're saying, why do your disciples transgress traditions of elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. Okay, so the scribes and Pharisees is getting on to Jesus because when they sat down to eat, they didn't wash their hands. They didn't do all the things that that was considered traditional in their eyes. And Jesus says here, but verse 3 says, But He answered them and said, Why do you also transgress against the commandment? Why do you also transgress the commandments of God by your traditions? So here He comes back with a question. Well, if you're questioning me about your traditions as far as washing your hands before you eat bread, then why are y'all transgress against the commandments of God with your traditions? He says, For God command, saying, Honor thy father and mother. So the Lord, it's part of the 10 Commandments that you should honor your father and mother. And He had cursed for his father and mother, let him die. So if you curse your father and mother, Jesus said, let him die. I said, but ye say, now this is what the scribes and Pharisees say. Verse 5 says, Whosoever shall say to his father and mother, It's a gift by whom thou might be profited by me. So what the scribes and Pharisees are saying is, well, it was a gift to you that I was born, and that I might profit you. He says, And honor not your father and mother, he shall be free. Thus ye have made the commandments of God none effect by your tradition. So they're questioning here Jesus about His traditions, and He comes back and questions them about their traditions when it comes down to one of the 10 Commandments, that being honor thy father and mother. They said, you made the commandments of God none effect by your traditions. So whatever you got going on and you think that you're so righteous about, what Jesus is saying is that your commandments are your commandments, not God, but your commandments has made God's commandments of none effect. And then he goes on in verse 7 to say, Ye hypocrites, where the Esau well, did Esau profit you, saying, the people draw nigh to me with their mouth, and honor me with their lips, but the heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines that the commandments of men. So in vain people is worshiping the Lord there, and because they doing only lip service and speaking things, and they're really not honoring God by the things they do in their heart, or their doctrines of men is contrary to what God's commandments are. And that's going to always be the case in a lot of things, is the traditions of man gets in the way of God's true tradition. If you love the Lord today, and here's a lot of things, people keep telling you that God don't love you, or you need to get saved again, or things you need to do to worship God. But if you know in your heart that you're worshiping Jesus Christ and He's your soon coming King, and you get up every day and you speak to Jesus and you talk to Him, it should be second nature to you to talk and serve the Lord on an everyday basis if you're living for the Lord. So don't let anyone come along and tell you what your purpose is, or what the way you're supposed to be worshiping the Lord, because Jesus tells every one of us to search out our own salvation for Him. And the Lord teaches and treats every one of us differently, because we're all different people. But as long as we're doing the right thing by Him, and Jesus will always be there, and we'll always have a way to get back to heaven with the Lord one day. But anyway, that's going to be my little sermon for today, is traditions of men seem to get in the way of Jesus' word being taught properly. It's about Jesus and how we get things done for Him. Anyway, that's it for today. And until I talk to you next time, if you got any prayer requests or have any comment, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be more than glad to get back in touch with you. Until I talk to you the next time, I hope you all have a blessed and a wonderful day.